compares to this year. That story in 10 minutes.
This weekend may feel more like October. It's going to be outstanding.
Who might arrive masks. Doctors say the hospital staff goes through masks pretty regularly and that this donation will help provide masks to patients and their family members who might arrive without one. Well, still ahead here tonight at 5, Arkansas State Parks preparing for Memorial Day weekend. We'll take a look at how the pandemic impacted last year's turnout and how it compares to this year. That story in 10 minutes.
This weekend may feel more like October. It's going to be outstanding, but getting there, it's going to be a bumpy ride with thunderstorms. The threats and timing of that coming up next.
Channel 7 News at 5, brought to you by Top Shoes. Weather Cams, sponsored by Middleton Heat and Air.
Reader, you need at Top tornado watch tomorrow night. So let's just jump and fast forward to tomorrow evening because, like I said, really uneventful weather between now and then, where we just have clear skies, partly cloudy skies, humidity, and an isolated shower storm. 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Where these thunderstorms develop, very important. That will play a part in exactly who gets the strongest storms. But we're expecting development out here in this enhanced risk area of Oklahoma and Kansas. It develops further. By 8 o'clock, it's still west of Arkansas. And a lot of thunderstorm activity in Oklahoma. The front's still out towards our northwest. So it's after 8 o'clock and towards midnight, that's where we see these thunderstorms moving into western and northern Arkansas. This is where they're the strongest, around midnight, dissipating by 3 a.m., and really diminishing by about sunrise on Friday. So it's a quick round of thunderstorms, but they're going to pack a punch. Get that KTV weather app, open up your camera on your phone, zoom to that code, tap the window that pops up. There's no question about which app you're downloading. You will go directly to the weather app, the KTV weather app, set up those warning notifications. Now here's the reward. Lower humidity. These aren't lows, these are highs Saturday and Sunday. 75 and 78. Can't rule out a shower near the Louisiana border, but by and large, most of the Channel 7 viewing area should be dry this weekend. And the overnight lows are going to be incredible. 81 degrees on Memorial Day, maybe a late day shower in far western Arkansas, but again, most of us staying dry. You don't go to the pool. I know this isn't the greatest, but if you're just cooking out, it's going to be wonderful. All right, like I said, until we get to those thunderstorms, we're going to see more of this. Isolated showers. We have those in northern Arkansas now. Those will diminish as soon as we lose the heating of the day. And boy, do we have the heat and humidity, don't we? You really can't call it heat. It's warmth and humidity. Not even to 90 degrees yet. Temperatures in the 80s. We're at 85 now. The humidity will hold those temperatures up to about 70 for the low. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Small chance for a shower and thunderstorm, but it becomes light and late. 88 degrees. Heat index will be close to 90. Then areas of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night. Some severe, especially west and north. 68. 30% chance for showers on Friday. The front's still in the state, but look at these temperatures. 82. Saturday morning, 59 degrees. Saturday, 75. Louisiana, close to Louisiana border, maybe a stray shower. 57 degrees Sunday morning. That's almost too cool. It's past window weather. Like I said, feeling more like October. Next week, though, it's a short work week. It does warm up, and isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms should return starting next Tuesday and beyond. We're back right after this.
The U.S. hitting new vaccination milestones and states offering millions of dollars.
Well, there y'all are, man. Trying to share current events with you so you know what's going on. And I'm keeping it a thousand. Keeping it 1,000. Yeah, they keeping it 1,000, baby. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have a lot of trouble trying to get this thing uploaded because when I got it on my, when I just make a video like this here, man, you know, it's crazy. It take a whole hour to do 2 minutes. You wouldn't want to believe it, but I guess that's because part of it is that it's trying to give it to you high quality and definition instead of giving it to you all fuzzy and you can't tell hardly nothing and all that stuff, man, you know. But yeah, that's where I'm at, baby. This the square I'm holding right now. You dig? I've been holding it for the past 20 some years. When I say 20 some years, I mean between 1998 to today. You know, I had to go ahead on, man, and just let them have that, man. You dig up there. Because shit wasn't turning out, man. You know, you got too many fucking haters, man. And it's like, you know, this shit stemmed from a long time ago. But I ain't make this video about no boo-hoo or no cry. I'm just saying, you know, reason. Plus, you know, this is part of my roots, so, you know, ain't no way they gonna keep coming to all the way up to Nebraska with a family reunion, and the roots is down here in Arkansas. So, you know, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna do what the Bible say, you know, good Lord, he don't all the condemn or whatever. They just tell you come as you are. You dig? Yeah, I'm finna show y'all something.
It is a beautiful day here at Pinnacle Mountain State Park, and people are already heading in here and getting their holiday weekend started off early. The Arkansas Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism says they saw a decline in revenue during the COVID-19 pandemic, but things are looking up. In fact, most of their overnight state park opportunities are nearly at 100% capacity. Tyler Gerler and his family just moved to the state and made their very first visit to Pinnacle. He said this past year has mostly been going to work and coming home to play with the kids. With restrictions loosening up, he expects others will start to come out again too.
I think everyone's trying to get back to a little normalcy, so they'll be getting out and doing things that they used to do prior to the pandemic.
The State Parks Department says they're anticipating a strong summer and fall. Coming up at 6, I'll give you more insight into what the numbers look like this year compared to 2020 and 2019 before the pandemic started.
See how clear that water is?
Much great place to spend the afternoon. This Saturday at the Grave Lake Resort, Mississippi River, and Petit Jean State Parks are all hosting vaccine clinics. Those who do get vaccinated will be entered into a drawing for 2 free nights of watch.
The world's largest beauty company, L'Oreal, announcing plans to invest more than $12 million in the North Little Rock plant, bringing more jobs to the area. L'Oreal has been in the city for nearly 50 years, and each year, more than 250 million units of mascara, eyeshadow, and other beauty products leave the North Little Rock facility to be sold. Renovations will be made to the facility to allow for additional production of products. Once complete, it will be the largest color cosmetics factory in the L'Oreal group. Along with the expansion comes 45 new full-time employees. Well, coming up after the break, the nationwide debate over critical race theory being taught in the classroom. We'll tell you the growing list of states banning it from schools next.
Ain't that a trip? They trying to make, they don't want to share this gory thing so the kids will be stupid. You know, civil rights went through a lot to make sure that kids, children, us, knew our history and knew where we came from. You know, that we wasn't just sitting up here learning about Tom Sawyer and all this other kind of stuff, and only thing, you know, and then, you know, go ahead and bash Hitler and just that, but they'll mention it. Why not to, you know, and that was against the Jews and how the Holocaust is like, it's history. It existed. Leave it alone, because these were the hidden things that you didn't want little black children to even know about themselves. You want them to know it the way you want to teach them. And you trying to say that it's hate, and there's not hate on the black side of the fence. You dig what I'm saying? Shit. Do not misinform these children. They don't know shit. All you trying to do is remove a whole lot of things. It's just like the Second Amendment. Now, if you know damn well, if you gonna keep somebody to have a gun, which they, you know, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But damn if I don't mention it, because that's the thing about it is one thing doesn't get to override another thing. See? You know, it barter one thing for another. That's bullshit. It's history. It happened. It's the truth. The colonial soldiers that was against the freedom of black folk, they want to turn around and say, no, we were fighting about the taxes and how they was doing with the government and all this kind of stuff, and they just threw that in. Well, shit, most of y'all, there was a big argument between Missouri, Nebraska, Missouri, Kansas City, or Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska. The man come from Washington, and they like to beat him to death. He was a white representative. All the government was the governor. Come over here, let them know that freedom is a bold. You dig what I'm saying? No. Here we go, y'all.
The state of Arkansas joins Tennessee, Idaho, and Oklahoma in banning the so-called critical race theory from being taught in schools. And Texas could soon be the next. This morning, this afternoon, a bill is sitting on the governor's desk.
Several other states have proposed similar legislation. The National Desk's Angela Brown takes us inside the story.
Dr. Jonathan Chisholm not only studied critical race theory, but he's the co-editor of a book about it. Critical race studies across disciplines.
We're informing people about systemic oppression and inequality because these are realities in our 21st century time. Racial profiling, stopping policies, knees on backs, knees on necks.
CRT teaches that U.S. law and legal institutions are inherently racist, maintaining social, economic, and political inequalities between whites and non-whites, especially African Americans. Backlash against CRT gained momentum when the Trump administration banned federal agencies from conducting racial sensitivity training related to CRT. A move congressional Republicans are still applauding. Just 2 weeks ago,
President Trump signed an executive order banning federal agencies from indoctrinating their employees with these ideas.
State Republicans ran with it, passing bills in Texas, Arkansas, Idaho, and other states to keep CRT out of their schools. Just days ago, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says he wants to block CRT in his state.
It's offensive to the taxpayer that they would be asked to fund critical race theory, that they would be asked to fund teaching kids to hate their country and to hate each other.
And parents in Loudoun County, Virginia became outraged after seeing one line in their equity plan for meetings focused on critical race theory development. The district responded, saying it does not teach CRT, but parents still believe it could seep into their education.
How teachers are trained and how those trained teachers teach our children, which is to view America, to view our institutions, to view our culture, tradition, and language, all based on systemic racism.
Dr. Chisholm says many people opposing critical race theory haven't read it, don't understand it, and the backlash is rooted in fear.
There is a fear of losing power and of losing privilege. There's a fear that perhaps for some that white people may become oppressed.
School districts across the country have introduced more diversity courses and are trying to improve inclusion through teacher training. In Washington, I'm Angela Brown.
And back here at home, Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge joining 20 other attorneys general urging the Biden administration to reconsider the educational proposal. In a statement, she says, quote, "It is imperative we teach our students historical truths in the classroom rather than deeply flawed and controversial teachings of critical race theory that distort our great nation's past." Other attorneys general who join Rutledge include those of Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. Well, as we go to break here at 5 o'clock, here's a look at the day on Wall Street, where stocks added marginal gains today.
Well, you're getting an understanding of what's going on when you see it for yourself now. You know, you can't fight that one. You did. So, I'm gonna shut this down for a minute so I can edit this up real quick, and I'll be back.